Hey, welcome to Dust. Today we're releasing a new way to talk to your agents by making them work automatically without human intervention. This can currently be done in two different ways, one of them being scheduling agents on a regular basis, and the other way that's a bit more complex is letting them react to specific events. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the scheduling. I'm going to go in my agent builder, editing any agent, and now in the middle of the builder, I've got a triggers section. If I click on add triggers, the first thing I see is a schedule. I'm going to add my schedule and say I want to run my agent every Monday, and I can even give it a time zone. There we go, the schedule is ready. If I want my agent to get specific instructions for this run, I can say so. There we go, I just hit save, and now my agent is ready to run every Monday morning. How is this going to look like? If my agent doesn't have to do anything, you'll see triggered conversations appear in the sidebar here. But I want to show you in a different way. Let's say my team uses Jira, and I want a Jira support agent to be triggered whenever a new issue is created. The first thing is to create a Jira trigger. If I'm a Dust admin, in my spaces section here, I'm going to click on triggers, and then add trigger. I'm going to pick Jira, and click on connect. I'm going to follow the steps, and pick the project I want to watch, which is engineering for me. There we go. My trigger is saved and ready to go. Let's now build my agent. I'm going to create a new agent and give it some instructions about categorizing any ticket that I'm receiving. I'm also going to add a tool
and search for the Jira and CP tool.
There we go. The entire goal of this agent is that when it receives a Jira issue, it needs to categorize it and prepare a draft answer. This is a demo, so I'm not going to plug any more data to it, so the answers might be a bit fancy. I'm going to add a trigger, and what I can see here is that my new Jira trigger appears. I'm going to add it, select the event that I want to trigger for, which is issue created, and describe if I want to add some conditions to it. Not the case for this demo. I'm going to name my agent, publish it, and hit save. That's it. That's everything I needed to do. Okay, let's go to Jira and create a new issue to see what happens. Here, I'm creating a new task around security and MFA. So my agent should be able to directly pick it up, classify it as security-based, and add an answer to it. Let's see what happens. I'm going to click create and instantly switch back to Dust. What I can see here is that I've got a Jira support triggered webhook conversation that's asking me to create a comment on Jira. I'm going to click always allow this tool to make sure that in the future, it won't need my approval to generate the comments. You can see from that little bolt here that it was triggered and sent automatically. And right now it's actually creating the comment on Jira. So if I actually go back to Jira and find my issue, if I open it, I can now see that I answered because it's my account, that the category of this issue is security and compliance, and I've got a draft response that I can use. And now any new issue in Jira will be directly processed by my agent without me having to look at it. That's super powerful. For now, we've released triggers for GitHub, Jira, and Zendesk, but we'll be releasing more in the near future. All right, don't hesitate to try schedule conversation and webhook triggers and tell us what you think. I'll see you around.